Hey, beautiful soul. I just want to share with you a short part of the class we did this morning, focusing on the earth element. And the reason I want to focus on it today is because so many of us have been feeling fearful, have been feeling unsafe, have been feeling disconnected over this past 2 years, but it's kind of like ramped up a notch. And when we are feeling fearful, we're disempowered. We kind of forget our divinity. And on the law of attraction, the more you focus on lack, on what you don't have, what you don't want, the more of it you will attract to you. And it just doesn't feel nice, does it? Feeling unsafe, feeling fearful, it really just does not feel. It drains your life force energy. So let's get you down to it. Because the earth element is to do with safety, security, stability, and connection with the earth, with the universe around us. You know, we've become so disconnected. We live our life through screens. You know, we don't spend so much time being with people. We spend a lot of time inside. You know, so many of us go around and we don't even notice the beautiful flowers or the trees or the beautiful sunset. So we're going to do a little bit of a routine. We're going to start off in Shavasana. You're going to start off with your legs out, mat width apart. Miss Lulu's going to join you. Have your arms out, palms upwards. If you need to put a cushion onto your head, if your head feels like it's tilting backwards, if you need to put something underneath your knees, you can do. Find a point where you feel comfortable and close your eyes. And I want you to imagine that you're lying outside on a meadow, a beautiful grassy meadow. The ground is getting a lumpy bumpy because it's not totally straight when we're out, totally flat when we're outside. And your body feels like it's kind of like molding down into the ground. I want you to get a sense of feeling supported by Mother Earth. You know, we often just think, oh, it's just the ground beneath us. But visualize yourself being literally supported, nourished, nurtured by Mother Earth. Because Mother Earth absolutely loves us. But so many of us treat this planet like we could kind of move elsewhere. Do you know what I mean? Like it's if you break it, we can just move elsewhere. And that's simply not the case. And none of us own a damn thing. You know, we're here as visitors. And we kind of forget that. We've got lost in this thing of needing to own things, needing to own a house, needing to own latest gadgets, fancy jewelry, stuff like that. And we become kind of really disconnected. So when we fear losing our safety, losing our security, it can be really challenging to maintain a high vibration. So visualize yourself in a sunny meadow, the grass feels soft. You feel as if you're being literally nurtured, being hugged by Mother Earth. You can imagine the sun warm on your face. One of those days where you don't have a care in the world, where everything seems timeless. There's nowhere you need to go, nowhere you need to be. You can breathe with ease. You can imagine a blue sky above you. And know that we are one with Mother Earth. She loves us. We need to love and nurture her in return. And notice how it feels when you think of that. When you, instead of thinking of like falling to Earth, how does it feel to imagine being nourished, being held by Mother Earth? And some of the people in the class this morning, some of us got emotional, including me, because as I say, we've been on such a adrenals are burnt out after the past couple of years, and we thought we'd got through like the really hard times, and now we're getting bombarded with more stuff to keep us fearful, to keep us disconnected, and we're the only people who like pay to have a vacation on this earth. I mean, that's what we're doing. We're having a vacation for our whole lifetime, but it's a vacation. And if you wish, you can bring in the affirmation: I am safe, secure, protected. I am safe, secure, protected. And notice how it feels when you say that. You might feel emotional, you might feel a sense of release. Just notice how it feels when you say that. I am safe, secure, protected. And as you breathe in, imagine the air, your life force energy filling your lungs, getting right to the tips of your fingers and toes. On your next in-breath, start to stretch out your arms and your legs. As you exhale, hug the knees in towards your chest. You may like to rock a little bit side to side, maybe even a little happy baby, bending your knees, holding onto your feet, and having that sense of a newborn baby who feels totally comfortable, totally safe, totally supported. Babies don't worry about where their meal's coming from. They don't worry whether they're going to have a bed to sleep in. You know, Miss Lulu's not happy. She thinks if I'm lying on the floor, it's cuddle time. But try and imagine having that energy of a baby where you know all your needs are going to be met. So you don't have to worry about anything. There's no worry about the supply running out. And gently roll off to one side and ease yourself up to sitting and come into a sitting position, whether that is on a chair or whether that is on a bolster as I do. So if you're not at ease in a cross-legged position, please do just sit on a chair with your feet flat on the floor. It's more important what your kind of upper body is doing. Now you're going to come into Earth Mudra. You're going to bring your thumb and your ring finger together. So that's fire and earth. You're going to rest your hands on your thighs. You're going to close your eyes. You're going to turn your eye gaze in and up to your third eye point. And as you breathe, I want you to imagine roots extending down from your tailbone. And as you breathe, I want you to imagine drawing energy up through your roots, through your tailbone, right up to the crown of your head. And as you breathe out, visualize that energy flowing down from the crown of your head, down through your third eye, through your throat, through your chest, through your belly, and out of your tailbone. Now that energy might have a color. You might imagine the color green. You might imagine like white light, electricity. Doesn't matter. Just visualize. Visualization is such a powerful, powerful tool. As you breathe in long and deep, in and out through the nose, just visualize drawing energy up. If you imagine the very center of the earth, there is such energy there that we could actually light up the whole world. There's such power there. So imagine drawing energy up from Mother Earth, up, right up to the crown of your head. And as you breathe out, imagine that energy flowing back down through the tailbone, down through your roots, down into the earth. And at the top of this breath, when you finish breathing in, hold the breath and apply root lock. So squeeze rectum, sex organs, navel, and imagine squeezing in and up as if you're kind of like drawing fluid up a straw. So you're really drawing that energy up from the earth and you're kind of like squeezing it up, drawing it all the way up to the crown of your head. You're holding it there. And when you need to breathe out, release your root lock, and again visualize that energy flowing down through your body all the way down and out through your roots, down into Mother Earth. Long and deep, drawing that energy up from the earth, up through your body all the way, keeping your eye gaze turned in and up. When you reach the top of the in-breath, hold the breath in, apply root lock. Again, think of squeezing in and up, literally as if you're drawing energy up, pulling it up, like drawing it up through a straw, drawing it all the way up to the crown of your head, holding it there, seeing if you can hold a little bit longer this time. And when you need to, release root lock, exhaling, visualizing the energy flowing all the way down, 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 and out into the earth. And again, inhaling, drawing that energy up, 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 up to the crown of your head, holding it, squeezing, rectum, sex organs, navel, drawing in and up, drawing that energy in and up. And this time, when you breathe out, not just yet, but when you breathe out, I want you to imagine any low vibration emotion, any negative thought, feeling, emotion, imagine it draining out, down into the earth. So when you need to breathe out, release root lock, visualize that. Any negative thought, feeling, emotion flowing out through your tailbone, down into the earth. Pause with the breath out and imagine Mother Earth taking that energy, transmuting it. And when you next breathe in, you're going to draw that clean, fresh, revitalized energy back in. Breathing all the way to the top, holding the breath, applying root lock, squeezing in and up, keeping your eye gaze turned in and up. See if you can hold it a little bit longer, shoulders relaxed, stretching up through the crown of your head. When you really need to breathe out, release root lock, again visualizing any last little bit of trace of negative thought, feeling, emotion going down into Mother Earth. Pause with the breath out. Imagine that energy being transmuted so that when you next breathe in, it's positive, loving, nurturing energy. And release, just breathing normally, opening your eyes, clasp your hands behind you. Bring your hands, I'm bringing my hands to my left hip. I know my camera sometimes switches it, but I'm bringing it to my left hip and I'm going to drop my left ear to my left shoulder. So it might appear like I'm doing the opposite. It doesn't matter which side you do first. Just stretching out your neck, stretching out your shoulder. Take a nice deep breath here, nice tall spine, whether you're sitting cross-legged or on a chair, doesn't matter. Release that stretch, come up, bring your hands to the other side, dropping your ear towards that shoulder, trying to relax your head. Release that stretch, come up, bring your hands in front of you. Just kind of imagine doing the infinity sign, warming up into your wrists and your hands. And going back the other way. And just flexing the hands side to side. And turn the hands inside out. Inhale. Reach the arms up. Relax the shoulders. Take a breath or two here. You can bring in the affirmation, I am here and I am safe. I am here and I am safe. On exhale, release the hands down. Once more, interlink the hands, whichever way you've just done it. Switch, so it's the other way around. Turn the hands inside out. Now reach up, stretch up, relax the shoulders down. I am here and I am safe. Because right this moment you are safe. All our worries, all the things we worry about, things that haven't happened yet. On your next exhale, release your hands down. And just make your way onto your hands and knees. Hands onto your shoulders. Knees onto your hips. Press the tops of the feet into the floor and imagine that connection with the earth. Imagine you're outside in a meadow somewhere. So you're connecting with your hands, you're connecting with the tops of your feet. As you breathe in, lift your tailbone, heart forward. As you breathe out, lift through the back of the heart, let the head relax. And as you're doing that, you might like to shift the weight forward and back if that feels good. Just breathe and move in a way that feels right for you. Let go of the idea of there being like a right and wrong way, or let go of there being the only way. It's however you feel right now. Let your spine move. I am here and I am safe. Now lift your tailbone, tuck your toes under, sit back to your heels. We're going to prepare for down face dog, but just take a moment here, stretching out your toes. So you might want to adjust your hands a little bit. You might want to draw your shoulder blades back and down away from your ears and just start to press into your hands so your knees start lifting off the floor. And keeping your arms strong, press into all 10 fingertips. Slowly, slowly, slowly start to lift up into down face dog. Then when you get here, you may want to adjust your hands and feet. You may want to take the feet wider. You may want to pedal the legs out a little bit. But imagine, again, connecting. Imagine you've got roots growing down from your hands, roots extending down from your feet, lifting your hips nice and high, opening up the backs of your legs. I am here and I am safe. And lift your heels, bend your knees, look forward, step, jump or walk to the front. Coming into a forward bend. Bend your knees slightly. Inhale, lift up halfway, hands to shins, as if you're pressing against your shins, extending your crown of your head one way, your tailbone the other way. As you breathe out, fold forward as if you're trying to touch the earth with the crown of your head. Inhale, lift up halfway, shoulder blades in towards the spine. Exhaling, fold over your legs. So inhale, lift up halfway. Bring your hands to your hips, bend your knees, and then come the rest of the way back up to standing. Spreading out your toes, relaxing your shoulders, and find your mountain pose, Tadasana. Open up your arms, turn your palms forward to open up your chest. And I am here and I am safe. Feel connected. Imagine you've got roots extending down from your feet, whilst the crown of your head extends up towards the sky. And just gently start to transfer your weight onto your right foot. Come into a tree pose. That might look like this, with a toe here, foot here. You might want to bring the foot here. You might want to bring it all the way up. It really doesn't matter. Just have that sense of roots extending down through your feet and drawing that energy up through the ground. So when we were sitting, imagining drawing energy up through the tailbone. Now visualize drawing that energy up through your feet. And you can float your arms up like branches, but soften your arms. Have a slight bend. Don't have a particular shape to them. Imagine them like branches. Maybe they kind of move around a little bit in the breeze. I am here and I am safe. Nothing in nature is totally still. So we don't want to be, oh, I'm rigid, I can't move. I am here and I am safe. Take another breath in. As you breathe out, release the foot down, bring your hands to your heart. Then feel the ground. And imagine the earth supporting you. So rather than you thinking you're being down into the ground, imagine that you're being held up by the earth. And gradually shifting the weight onto the other foot. Finding tree pose on this side. You may need to take a different variation on this side, and that's perfectly okay. And just finding where works for you. Imagine drawing up through your feet, up through your pelvic floor, and float the arms up. You might want to take them out to the side instead. Whatever feels good, whatever works for you. There's a little bit of a wobble. That's never deliberate. Press into all four corners of your feet. Imagine opening and expanding your heart. I am here and I am safe. Because most of the things we worry about, the things that haven't happened yet, they're not here, not right here and now. Your next exhale, release your hands, release your foot, bring your hands back to your heart. And just close your eyes. Take a moment to notice how you feel right now. Again, imagining Mother Earth supporting you, nourishing you. Remember, it's a two-way thing. Mother Earth wants to support and nourish us. We need to learn to even more support and nourish Mother Earth. But when we remember our connection to the earth, we remember that everything we need is available to us. And we can start getting into the energy of feeling safe, of feeling supported, of feeling secure, and what can increase our vitality. Now, if you wish to lay down and go back into relaxation, you can do. You're ready for the rest of your day. I hope you have an amazing day. This is just a short part of the class that we did this morning. If you want to know more about our long, full length classes, then please just drop me a message. If you have any requests, again, drop a message down below. Thank you so much for joining me. I put my heart and soul into each class. I teach everything that I love, and I hope you love it too. Much love.